The Bunker Project, episode number 11. Welcome back to The Bunker Project. This week, passion, chocolate and black beer, and not much more. Welcome back to another exciting episode of The Bunker Project. My name is Andrew McGivern, and I'm here in the Bunker Bar with Bob Garlick.
And I'm totally excited.
Because we've got a full show today, Bob, being the raving reporter that he is.
Oh, the raving lunatic reporter, man.
He's out on the street with the bunker cards and this really cool new bunker barcode scanner.
Oh, yeah. Well, we'll talk about that a little bit later in the show. But yeah, a very, very cool marketing concept.
And yes, it is very cool. So Bob was out talking to people all about the Bunker Project and doing his book review podcast, and he stumbled upon a lady.
Actually, I have to correct you on that one. One of our listeners called me and said, Bob, I'm at this amazing chocolate place called Chocolat, and XOXO Lat. And he said, I'm here and it's amazing chocolate. You got to do an interview. So, okay. So we'll be bringing that to you pretty soon, too.
So we're going to do an interview, and it's been a while since we did a beer pairing, Bob's little beer pairing segment. So guess what we're going to do? Dark chocolate and black beer.
Black beer. Dark chocolate, dark beer. Black chocolate, black beer. Great combo.
There you go. So we're going to do that, and we're going to talk a little bit about revisiting the social broadcasting and Hootsuite and other options.
Getting your content out there, making it work.
How to get it out there, yeah. And also about social platforms and how, everything's free and how are they going to monetize to stay in business because 12seconds.tv is gone.
Yeah, I think that's a big issue now. There's all this free stuff out there, but that's only riding on some capital. And if they can't monetize it, boom, the plug gets pulled. And guess what? You don't have that service anymore.
Yep, 12seconds.tv, been around since 2008.
Something like that.
And they were, pretty popular short video, like micro video platform.
Well, like basically the Twitter video, would you call it that?
Yeah, sure.
I think it's a cool concept, but maybe people just couldn't get around 12 seconds. What the heck can you say in 12 seconds on a video? You can say a lot, but a lot of people out there are not very good at
a ton of people use the platform. They just didn't have a way to monetize it quick enough, and their investors kind of pulled out, and now they're gone. But
I hear something new's coming out. 10-second TV. Just kidding.
The co-founder did a little blog post about how how it's been a good ride, and he doesn't consider it a failure because he considers that 12 seconds TV had a great life, and while it was going, and it's just didn't work out. But it's funny you said 10-second TV because that's what their original concept was, but 10-second.tv was already taken, so they decided 12 seconds is good too.
Oh, exactly. Well, one of the big things is you're going to start up a .com or whatever. It's finding the name's one of the hardest things. You can have the coolest concept, but if you can't find a .com that matches the concept, man, you're in trouble.
Yeah, and so we're going to talk about that. We're going to talk about the...
Oh, I thought we were already. I thought we were finished. I was going to say next subject.
No, okay. We're going to get into more detail onto that, but I think, do you want to go right into your beer pairing?
Let's go. Yeah, let's go right into the beer pairing. We'll bore you first, and then we'll get into the exciting, more meaty sections.
Okay, and I just want to mention that I'm now recording into the new Tascam DR07.
The Tascam toy.
And we're not recording into a computer this week, and if you remember listening to the previous episodes, or if you've been a part of our studio audience here in the Bunker Bar, you'll know that we went down to Blaine.
Yeah, the Blaine show. That was a couple episodes ago.
Yes.
Episode 6 or 7, something like that.
Yep.
Now, did we tell him about how we got to sneak through the... Oh, no, we better not tell him that because we could get busted.
How?
Yeah. Okay.
Canada Customs paid for our black beers? Is that what you're talking about?
Yeah. He was a very generous guy. The whole thing is like when you were going through the border that day, they gave you a 6-pack of black beer.
Yeah.
It was an amazing deal. I don't know how the Canadian government got into that, but it is a Canadian product.
They didn't do that directly, but indirectly, they did do that.
This is how we've interpreted reality.
Yeah.
Basically.
And that's great.
That's obscure enough, so I don't think our lawyer will be happy. There he's nodding his head in the background.
Recording into this digital recorder now. I'm just going to do something here, and you're not even going to notice as an audience.
Except he's just announced it.
I'm going to pause, and we'll be right back, and you won't even know that it's
Except he
happening.
just said that.
That's true.
And, it kills me. Now, hang on. Before you pause, this is what drives me crazy about the podcast Answer Man. He can say blah, 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 because he's a big speaker. And it's good blah. But anyways, and then he says, oh, and now I'm going to hit the pause. And now I'm back. He says, well, just don't tell us and it won't matter. We don't really care if you pause or not positive. It's the continuity of the show.
Yeah,
and
but
he's
selling,
together.
but he's selling the equipment, so he wants to show you that you can pause in the podcast.
Buy my unit because it's good pause.
And, it's seamless. But anyways, the reason why I'm going to pause is because you need to set up your chocolate.
And he wants to
your
touch the
black
buttons
beer
on his Tascam. That's a pretty sexy. It's black, by the way, with this glowing red light. It's real sexy.
It's good for recording directly into, like we're doing now, through the mixing board. It's also good as a field recorder.
And I'm going to borrow it this weekend because I hear it's really good for picking up girls in bars.
I think your Marantz might be good for that too.
Oh, it doesn't have a red glowy button like that, man. Because you got the orange screen.
It's got two big buttons on it.
But you got
like
the very
buttons on the
masculine, knobbies on top that are the mics, which mine doesn't have.
Okay, so Bob's going to get his chocolate ready to go, and then we're going to be right back.
Okay.
And we're back. And you didn't even notice we were gone.
Yeah, that's that.
Except that I told you.
Yeah, and the magical pause button.
So Bob's got his chocolate from this wonderful chocolate place. What is it?
Xocholat.
Xocholat,
which is the Aztec pronunciation, xocho, of chocolate.
Awesome.
They were the inventors of usage of chocolate. They used to use that for money. And I tell you, after our guests experience these chocolate combinations, it's better than money.
Yes.
Oh my God!
And I had some before the show, and holy smokes, it's awesome with the black beer. Anyways, before we get into the food pairing,
okay,
we're going to play. We're going to leave you in suspense
intro that
for a
for
little bit. Yeah, we're going to play the interview that Bob had with the owner of this place. So he's going to take it from here.
Okay. Oh, so I got the call from the guy, Bob, you got to check out this lady. So I phone her up, and basically, she's this mad woman. She is absolutely a mad scientist. You go into her store, and it's decadent. It's all chocolate everywhere. But her front counter is all about experimenting, and she's got like herb plants growing there, so she can have fresh herbs to use. And she's all about these weird combinations. Now, and I tell you, weird stuff. And he said, no way I'm going to eat that. And she forces you, she ties you down. Hey, you're going to take this. No, she's not that bad. But she is very, it's almost seductive, the way she turns you onto this chocolate. He said, oh, yeah, try this. And your mouth explodes. Says, oh, that's amazing. Oh, now I've got you hooked. Try this. So, maybe she was a crack dealer in another life. But boy, she can move the chocolate. Anyway, so I go there, I phone up to blah, blah, blah. We're doing this internet podcast, which now, and here's a big hint for people that are doing podcasts. People don't get the concept of podcasts. They don't get excited about it. So now what I do is I say, oh, we do an internet radio show. And bing, people say, oh, wow, that sounds cool. And so that's a hi. I do this internet radio show, and I'd love to do, we go into this bar, we drink a lot of black beer. And I do this taste testing thing, and would you like to participate? So I figured go down there, maybe get a couple of samples. Well, I go there, and the mad scientist in her takes over. And she said, oh, that's great. When are you going to do it? And I'll prepare it, blah, blah, blah. I went down today, this afternoon, picked up, I don't know, I've got like half a kilo of chocolate here. I mean, it's crazy. Super high-end gourmet, crazy flavor chocolate. So, me being a nice guy, to make it even a nicer experience, I said, look, I want to interview you about what you're doing here. Talk about your business, talk about chocolate and stuff, because after you hear us going, oh my gosh, you're going to want to know about this lady and what she's doing. And then I also talked to her about social media to kind of like, this is what this show is about. It's not a chocolate beer tasting show. It's about social media show. So we talked a little bit about social media to, excuse to get it in. And and that's what you're going to hear next. So Andrew, zap that in.
All right, here it goes.
Turns out that chocolate started with the Aztecs and Mayans as chocolato, and it was X-O-C-O-L-A-H-T-L.
How do you pronounce this? XXXXO?
Show.
Oh, okay.
So it's kind of a play on where chocolate comes from, and then everybody loves chocolate. So we're kind of...
Like, so your show is the name you pronounce?
Show's the name.
Because when I look at it, I go XOXO is like hugs and kisses is what I think.
Well, it's funny because when I bought the shop, it was Mon Chocolat. So it was chocolate from around the world, which is absolutely wonderful. Two things. One, I'm French-Canadian, and everybody kept calling it Mondi. So I had to change the name.
Yeah,
so
no, it works. It's great. Really, and then Googling it, XOXOXO, boom, you're the first one.
It's right there. Yeah, it's very fun. And I love the name.
So now you've got this amazing store with all this really yummy looking chocolate in it. But today we're going to be talking about the best type of chocolate for a dark beer. What do you think? If I'm doing a dark beer, what should I be trying out? Dark, bitter chocolate, or what do you think?
Well, I think that for the most part, a dark chocolate as opposed to a milk chocolate would be best with a beer, and a good fortified, especially with a darker beer. You know, it can compete equally with a dark chocolate. Tends to be chocolate has been perceived as difficult to pair with things because it's such a powerful, strong flavor, and then the notes in behind can be subtle. But when you have a dark chocolate with a dark beer, you get the best of both worlds.
Nice.
You really do, yes. Yeah.
Okay.
And then adding things like salt and pepper. We do a bar for a winery, actually, where we have a salt and pepper bar or a salted caramel type bar.
Bacon and chocolate.
I have
apparently.
an amazing West Coast breakfast bar that has bacon. It's caramelized with maple syrup.
We've got to try that
Yeah,
with
it's
it.
so good.
So to explain to the audience here, what we're doing is we're in the store, but we're actually going to be doing the taste testing live on the podcast, and we're going to pick out some great samples to try. So I think the bacon one sounds awesome.
You'll love it because it's an extra smoked bacon, caramelized with maple syrup. Then we add a shot of espresso.
Oh my
so
goodness!
It's basically what you need for breakfast in the morning, and it's
Absolutely.
in a really dark milk. So it is a milk chocolate.
Wow, bacon chocolate number one, and there's a sea salt chocolate as well.
Yeah, so
that
it's
would
sea
go really
salt
well.
and peppercorn. Yeah, it's
So that
really
would
nice.
be okay. So we've got that. Now, what else do you think would go well with a dark chocolate?
Well, with the dark chocolate, almost everything goes at the end of the day.
A dark beer.
But
Sorry,
with a dark beer, I think that the dark chocolate, the plain dark chocolate, the salt and pepper, I wonder what it would be like with the chili. I love chocolate and chili.
Spicy.
Yeah, unbelievable. And
Wow,
we do
is
one
this
with,
like a Thai chili in there?
No, we do it with mainly chipotle, which I have to say for my personal taste, I've never been a chipotle fan. It's a smoked chili, but with chocolate, completely turns it around. So we do a mix that it's primarily chipotle, ancho, habanero, and then we've been fooling around with some really fun chilies. And it comes in waves, so you'll get the chocolate in a wave, and then you'll get the chili at the end. So I think with the beer, it would be
that sounds
phenomenal.
awesome. Yeah, because I love doing Thai food
Yes.
with a beer.
Yes.
Usually a light beer, but with a dark beer it might be quite nice, quite robust too.
I like dark chocolate and a chili, so I'm not sure that I don't know, if it goes with Thai chili, it probably goes very well with light beer. But
Well, our favorite beer, the black beer at the Bunker,
yes.
it's actually a lager, but it's a black lager. So it's smooth, it doesn't have the bitterness.
Yeah.
Wow, it's
Yeah.
an awesome beer. Okay, so what else do you think we should try? Something that's really crazy. I mean, these are great combos. What else do you think would work?
See, I think it would be kind of fun to do something sweet. We do a creme brulee truffle. So for us, creme brulee is a food group all by itself. So we turn it into a truffle, and we did one with cardamom. And we do it for the East Indian restaurant up the street at TT. They are fantastic. And so I would try it with that. I think that would be really special. And then the other thing that we might try it with is we do pochons, they're called, petals of dark chocolate or milk chocolate, but mostly dark chocolate with fresh fruit and herbs. So we do one with blueberry basil, ginger and raspberry, blackberry, really fun little petals. And I'm thinking that with the beer, that might be extraordinary to bring out the flavors of the beer, the chocolate, and then the after of like the basil is phenomenal. So nice to get.
Now, that's enough. I'm going to be drunk at the end of this. I've had so much taste testing. People will be fighting over the chocolate. Let's talk a little bit about what you're doing for social media. We were talking earlier. You've got a Twitter account. You've got a LinkedIn account and a Facebook account, or two Facebook accounts.
Well, apparently we have two. I'm working on getting that down to one.
Okay, well, that'd be a good question. I'll ask our co-host, Andrew. Can you do that? What do you recommend? Because he knows everything about stuff like that.
I didn't even know I had to, and I don't know how I got to, but apparently I have to.
Wow. Talent.
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 I never even knew I had.
So how are you using it? You just
sending out recipes? What are you using it for?
Primarily to update on special features. So, for example, we did an event that we'll have extras from. So, actually, the blueberry basil and the blackberry ginger, we ended up with a whole bunch of extra pochons, so we sent people out. All other things, we had an awesome, what was in it? The black truffle. So we did a black truffle, which actually might be excellent with the beer. Who'd have thought mushroom and chocolate would have an incredible flavor together? Amazing, really, really fun. So we have that of updating. We talk about our classes. We teach about chocolate and the different flavors. So one of the cool things about the beer and the wine and the scotches and other things we pair with is that it turns out beans from one part of the world taste different than another. So some of our fine chocolates that we import specialize in, like the Venezuelan region, has a more earthy set of notes to it, they call them in chocolate.
So these little smidgens of information, is that what you're twittering about?
We talk about all of that. That's right. We talk about coming to the classes, learning about it. Did you know that? Come in and try this. We want to turn into a tasting center. So if you want to learn about all the Madagascar chocolates, you'll come here. If you want to learn about all the Venezuela chocolates, you'll come here. We bring in a line from Austria that's all wild flavors. They do celery, port wine, and white truffle chocolate bar in the center in the bar. So come in and give it a try and, test out your weird flavor. Are you that adventurous?
How about people coming in and doing their own flavor ideas? Do you have that as a submission?
I love the idea. And actually we were doing, and I want to get back into it again, testers. So let's do 6 different flavors. You vote on what your favorite one is. The last time we did it, coconut, cilantro, and lime came up as the #1 winner. So good. Yeah.
So how are you communicating? Are you using things like Twitter and Facebook to say, hey, what do you think of these combinations? Choose the ones that you think is the neatest, and we'll make it and report back? Or it's
better if they come in and try it, because sometimes in your imagination, like who'd have thought horseradish would taste good with chocolate, but it actually does. Cheese and walnuts are an amazing pairing. So it's something like, no way, I'm going to try that. You come in, you try it, and you go, oh my God, of course. So we do it to announce that this is the time to do it. We just finished a big renovation, so we're going to be doing a party in October. And also, the Chocolate Festival starts in the middle of October and goes for 3 weeks. So we use Twitter. We're engaged in a couple of things. It opens with a big panache party, and then there's tastings and all sorts of events over that 3 weeks.
Now, in Japan, they've got 2 romantic events. One is Valentine's, but then they have White Day.
White Day, which I think is brilliant, really. Yes.
So are you going to do a White Day?
Well, I was thinking, exactly. I was talking to somebody, and why not? We don't celebrate it. I don't see why not, and what a great reason to do it. I mean, there's so many of us that want to give our sweethearts a nice little gift, and Valentine's doesn't seem to do it.
Thank you very much for your time today.
Perfect. Thank you so much for coming in.
Oh, it was great, and I'm really looking forward to doing the taste testing in a couple of minutes.
Perfect.
And we're back. Yeah, that was quick.
Why don't you tell our listeners about what happened when you were there? And somebody came in and asked for some
today, the hot chocolate request.
Somebody asked for some hot chocolate.
Okay, this will give you an idea of what an amazing, natural, authentic, excited salesperson. You talk to me. Now, I'm in marketing and stuff like that, and I talk to people and say, well, you know what? You're in sales. You got to sell your company. You got to sell your product, but you don't have to look at it as you're a salesperson. Look at yourself as an educator. You have a product that you are so excited and so enthused about that you are dying because people don't know about it. That is the essence of great sales. And it goes all the way back to sales school, where they say if you're not enthused about what you're selling, how the heck can you sell it? So she is perfect for that. So anyways, blah, 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 blah. I'm in her store, checking it out, chatting with her, picking up this chocolate for the show. And this couple comes in, classic Metro couple. And the lady says, oh, hi, do you do hot chocolate? It's like, okay, you just walked into a chocolate store and you're asking for hot chocolate. Instead of her like freaking on these people and say, hey, do I look like a coffee shop? Aren't there enough coffee shops that sell hot chocolate in this town? She says, well, I used to, but the problem is we don't have bathrooms, and it's not that it's illegal. It's just I don't want people to drink all my hot chocolate and then have to have a pee, and what are we going to do? So she says to the lady, why don't you make a sign, since you're in the neighborhood, why don't you make the copywriting and create a sign so people know if they come in here and have hot chocolate, they don't get to pee. So pee before you have my hot chocolate. And that's what she says, pee before you have my hot chocolate. But I don't want it to sound like that, so come out with better copies. So these people are in her store to buy hot chocolate, and now she's got them working for her to do some sign to go on the outside of her store about, hey, I don't have a bathroom, so da-da-da-da. So they're actually working on a slogan.
But didn't she run into the back and grab a machine?
Oh, no, it gets better. It gets better. So they try and leave their store, and she says, hey, stop. It's not like, excuse me, can you stop? And then she doesn't explain, and they're like looking. She said, what the heck's going on here? And then, me and another customer there, and we're pretty relaxed. We're doing the chocolate. Yeah, and I'm pushing the chocolate. I'm going to try this, try that. And she disappears in the back. She comes out with this device that looks like a blender, and it's got a spout on the end, and it's a gourmet chocolate, hot chocolate maker. Of course, there's a product for everything, but I've never seen this. She plugs in, throws all this stuff in. So she's basically said, no, I don't do hot chocolate, but now I'm going out there and going to make you hot chocolate because you've asked for it, so I'm going to make it. So she's making this hot chocolate. She's got this device. She's put the chocolate chips in there, and it's eating it up. And then she goes into her mad scientist area, and she brings out pepper, and she's putting pepper in there, and she's looking a little bit of pepper in it. No, a little bit more pepper in it. A little bit more pepper, and mixing it, and we're in the background doing our thing, talking blah 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 blah, and then she comes out and she gives us these little chrome cups, and we're starting to do this. It's not hot chocolate, guys. It's melted pure chocolate. Her concept of hot chocolate is like crazy. Hot chocolate is melted chocolate, and you're drinking, consuming this liquid. It's almost like, you ever watch lava? When it's really hot, it's just rolling along the plains. That's what's happening down your throat. And I think lava is a good thing because it's hot, too, because it's got the spices. It's got this kick at the end of it. And the guy obviously isn't into preppers. He said, holy cow, this is spicy. And his girlfriend, who was obviously into spices, not bad. I'm taking it. Yeah, could use a little more pepper. So that's the type of store it is. You go in and suddenly there's this experience. Now, why am I talking so much about that thing? What does that have to do with social media? That is what you put on your blog. That is what you put on your podcast. If you are impassioned, you want people to get into what you're doing, that's what you do. You just give. It's like, if you want to do a podcast, boom, this is how you do it. If you want to do this, this is how you do it. You want to be great at doing podcasts, blogs, this is how you do it. Just go out and do it. Mm-hmm. And you got to be impassioned.
It's the Gary
Vaynerchuk.
Yeah.
Gary
Vaynerchuk theory on Vaynerchuk.
Okay.
And also
and for the guy that can't pronounce things, it's amazing.
Well, I'm the guy that can't pronounce things.
Yeah, but okay. So sorry. Can we just back up the Crush It?
Crush It, yes.
But okay, how many people in our audience, our huge listening audience, ever heard of Gary Vaynerchuk from WineLibrary.com? And, okay, I can see all those people out there.
.tv, isn't it?
Yeah, but there's a couple that haven't heard about him. Gary Vaynerchuk, he does a wine tasting every single day, Monday to Friday, 20 minutes. He does 3 to 4 wines, and he is the epitome of how to do a great video podcast. He's
got an awesome book called Crush It.
Yeah, well, okay, but he did 700 shows.
Hey, have you done a review on Crush It yet?
Not yet.
700
shows before he did the book Crush It. And I tell you, he is the most foul-mouthed presenter in the world. But he is so impassioned, he's not even polite about it.
No, he says that
the effing this and the essing
and he
that.
goes to wine seminars and he says that he turns some people off and he loses about 20% of his audience.
And he doesn't care.
Well, he does care. And at first he started to not be himself and be more polite and being the snob and all that kind of thing. And he said it wasn't authentic, and he went back to the way he was.
Yeah, I love Gary.
And he said losing the 20% of the people because they don't like the way he speaks and because he's not the traditional wine snob. He'd rather lose the 20% and gain 80%.
You know what Gary would say? I would lose 80%. I would lose 80% of my listening audience to be authentic. No, really.
Yeah. No, he would say
that's what Crush It's all about.
He would say that, and that is what Crushing It is about, but he also says that you'll gain 1,000% by being authentic.
Absolutely.
It also comes down to what Daniel Lewis says in his Audacity to podcast about the pod of podcasting. The pod stands for passion, organization, and dialogue. So passion, is what we're talking about here in terms of being authentic, and this lady in her chocolate store and the way what she's doing.
Yeah.
For your book, if you want to
for my book,
for your book, your book.
It's
review.
a secret, so we're not supposed to talk.
We're not supposed to talk about it. We're not talking about the book.
Yeah, we're talking
the
about the book
reviews. We
reviews.
won't talk about.
No,
But
he's
the book
talking
review
about my podcast.
The book review podcast.
It's not called the book review podcast. It's
Business
called
Book Talk.
Thank y'all.
Businessbooktalk.com.
What were you
Or
talking
Crush
about?
It. You want to you want to review Crush It, right?
Well, I look at.
I've got somebody for you, and I know he'll do it.
Okay.
And
cool.
and I can't think of anybody better
Then.
than Cliff Ravenscraft.
Oh. He read it?
He read it, and he wants to do an informational product based on the book.
No way.
Yes.
Really?
Yes.
Okay. Now, before we get into this, does anybody know who this guy is?
Oh, none of our studio audience knows who Cliff Ravenscraft is. We're way up here in
What, Coffee
the
Canada?
Great White North.
Hey, just to let you know, the whole of Canada has a pandemic cough syndrome. So you'll hear me coughing a little bit, but he's cutting out the big ones. And our bartenderess, that's why you can hear her waltzing in with all our fantastic black beer, because she is suffering big time. What a trooper. She comes in, she's half dead, and she loves what she does so much that she's willing to spread the cough to her customers. Because,
That's commitment.
I tell you. Hey, I am...
Oh, yeah, it's a good black beer.
Oh, don't you hate that? He's stealing my lines, man. I didn't get to mention black beer, really. The taste testing and stuff like that. Did you notice last week or a couple episodes ago, I got ticked off because he did that? He's done it again. That's it. The next show, the first time. Before we talk about the show, black beer. Bobby gets it in first. Sorry, I'm ranting.
I didn't know it was a contest.
Now it is, dude. Now it is. Anyways,
all right, let's get it on. Anyways, let's move
boy,
on.
that's a good black beer.
I think we should just, we'll see how it goes with.
Well, we just played the clip.
Yeah,
and
all
everybody's saying, "Oh, come on, guys, shut up, so we can get into this chocolate tasting." Actually, we have an audience here, and they're saying, "Come on, you got this beautiful chocolate in front of you," and we have been teasing them.
They're hungry. They see the chocolate. They want to eat it, and now we've gone through this interview, and
oh, by the way, that
audience
bumping
is
was
waiting.
Andrew's got his laptop on the same table that he has his mic, so when he goes,
and that's a good tip, actually.
Don't put your computer on the same board.
Don't use a microphone that's sitting
on
the table because you bump the
laptop.
table and the sound comes right through, and yeah.
Well, it's more like don't have a table mounted microphone with a laptop on the same table.
Yeah.
Right? Type in something. See what it sounds like.
Well, no, without further ado.
Okay.
Without further ado, I'm going to move right into without further ado.
Hey, it's Black Beer Food Bearing Time with Bob.
I made 2. I come in today, and my second one got nixed because they thought the original one was better. And that is what social marketing is all about. You got to listen to your audience, and you got to go with it. So if you want to hear the original or the second one I did, you'll have to call and say, hey, we're curious about it. Like, how good could the second one be? If it got nixed, I think it's better. But hey, what do I know? I'm just the guy that creates
If anybody,
stuff, right?
if anybody
Audience
responds,
wins.
I'll put it on the Facebook page.
Okay.
If even one person asks.
You're on. Okay. I'll
And
get
it
my wife
can't
to
be
play
Bob.
it.
And it can't be Bob's wife.
Or his kids.
No.
Yeah, exactly. Anyways, are we doing the chocolate tasting?
Yeah,
Have
let's
we milked this enough? So okay, so I'm just gonna read these out. She's got this beautiful dark chocolate, and this one's called Double Dark, and it says just chocolate, 72% dark. Oh God, I don't have my glasses with me. With cane sugar and no emulsifiers. Now, like, who makes chocolate and says that on the label? I mean, so anyway, so that's one of them. So that's
Do you want me
basically
to read it?
that's what. Oh, you have a turn because your eyes are better than mine.
Okay, this one is maple caramelized bacon with a shot of espresso in 50% deep milk chocolate.
But what's the bar called?
Oh, this one's called the West Coast Breakfast.
Yeah, that's what we eat for breakfast here in
Now-
Vancouver.
This is chocolate with bacon. Wow.
Yeah, it's
Wow.
yeah. This is she gave me a bar last week, and I went around all day doing different interviews and stuff like that. And I was just having, hey, check this out. Tell me what you think. Freak people out.
Oh, that's awesome because I can buy some of this and have it for breakfast, and when I get in trouble,
Hey, it's a breakfast of champions.
Valerie will be like, "What are you doing?" Hey, it's got bacon.
Yeah. Hey, man, it's my breakfast. It's a power breakfast. Okay, here's another one.
Okay, this one is called Sour Cherry and Chili. It's medium hot, triple chilies in 73% chocolate with cane sugar and no emulsifiers.
Yeah. Now, just to give you an idea about cane sugars, if you have Coca-Cola, and it goes all the way back to that show we were talking about, cane sugar and corn sugar is crap. Cane sugar, it's where it's at. And so if you have a Coca-Cola, it's all got corn syrup in it. But once a year, they have a cane sugar Coca-Cola, which is for Passover, what's the technical term for kosher? Thank you. Which is kosher Coke. And the only way you can tell the difference is on the cap, there's a little yellow dot. And that is good. And it's made with cane sugar. And he says that's the best Coca-Cola on the market.
Best cola, not Coca-Cola.
Oh, well, no, but it's made by Coca-Cola.
Oh, is it?
Yeah, Coca-Cola.
Oh, yes, that's right.
Puts out.
That's right.
Yeah.
They make a non-high fructose corn syrup. If you want to know more about high fructose corn syrup, just tune into Health Empowerment News over at foodsandnotdrugs.com.
Plug.
Now,
it's because we talked about my book podcast. That's why he was trying to sneak that one in.
Yes.
But anyways, one up and shit. And then we got one more. You can do that one.
all right, this one is sea salt and triple peppercorns in 73% dark organic fair trade chocolate. And, this is a great slogan here that they've got on this little description here. Chocolate is the answer, whatever the question is.
Wow. Will you
That is
marry me?
awesome.
Here, eat this. Am I fired? Eat this. Applicable anywhere.
All right,
Okay.
so now we're going to get right into the tasting, and Bob is...
yeah, okay, I got my bars here. Now, what she's got is she's got her
You know,
own
what the great
Yeah.
thing about this is?
Okay.
She gave you so much chocolate that
Yeah, it's going to go over 7
you're
shows.
going to have to share it with all of us here.
Yeah, she said like 15 pounds of chocolate she gave me. It's unbelievable. No, maybe not that bad. But each one of her bars has a custom mold, or she's got a couple of custom molds. So it's not like your standard chocolate bar that's got these, here's a bunch of squares. It's got this stylized different shapes with leaf patterns on it. And she's got one with corn on it. And then this has got, I don't know what the heck this is. It's got Aztec characters on it. Isn't that wild? Check it out. It's got Aztec characters because Xochitl, of course, going back to her Aztec roots. It's brilliant. Okay,
Awesome.
So enough of the talking, Bob. God damn it. All right, here we go. This is me opening up now. So here we have our special guest. So here you go. One for you. Now we have a wine specialist.
So this is Eric.
He's in here today. Eric is being. Oh, he's.
Eric
he
from
hands
Wick-
off the small one and takes for the large
from
one.
Wix.com.
Yeah, and so what you do, put in your mouth, eat it, and then while you still got some of the chocolate in there, like this chocolate stuff in your mouth, then you eat, then you drink.
I can see Satomi is really enjoying it.
All right, I'm into it big
Maybe.
time here. Okay, so who can tell me what we're eating? I think this is the pure chocolate.
Yeah.
This is pure.
Oh, yeah.
That's
It's good.
the first one we talked about, pure chocolate. No added. So this is a good palate cleansing one, right?
Oh,
this
dark
is-
chocolate? Very good.
72%.
High in antioxidants.
Was it the 72% on that one? I'm going to take a look.
and it's,
Oh my goodness,
you
this
know,
is great.
It's a bit smoky taste.
It's-
Just because it's pure, no?
it's an antidepressant too, chocolate.
Well, I'm happy.
Oh, yeah, I'm happy too. So I wonder if because beer
Oh,
is a depressant,
Do
and
the black
chocolate
beer
is
do?
an antidepressant.
it equals out.
Yeah.
Okay. Well, you won't stagger. Okay. Now I just did the black beer after tasting that. Okay, Eric, what do you got to say when you do the wine?
The regular dark chocolate goes excellent with the wine. Yeah, but what I like about it, because it doesn't have any other additives, you can actually feel the smoky taste. If you can term it that way, you can actually feel it. So it's good.
Nice. Okay.
Awesome.
So listen to this. I'm breaking the next piece of chocolate.
Ooh, yeah.
Yeah. That's okay. That's okay. But that's the whole thing about this is an experiment. Now this is one of the eat this one. Oh my God, this is awesome.
Very good.
Okay, now I'm gonna guess because I mixed up all the labels.
Now let's see what it is with the.
Now that's got pepper in it. Okay, that's a sea salt and triple pepper corn.
This one's really good with the black beer.
Okay, have you ever had a pepper steak with chocolate, man? This is awesome.
Oh yeah, that with the black beer really brings it out.
Wow, this is a whole layer of the beer I've never tasted before. Just popped right out.
Mm-hmm.
I'm trying to stop myself from having another piece. Okay, now Eric's going to talk about the red wine.
Yeah. The chocolate itself is excellent, just because you feel the pepper coming later on, which is a very interesting effect.
Now, did you
but
do it with the
the wine? It doesn't go very well.
Because it's too
one
strong?
another. The pepper itself doesn't go well with the wine.
Okay,
From a form
but it goes great
like
with the
this.
beer.
Okay.
And okay, just
Let's this whole premise is
all these chocolates have been chosen to go with beer. So this is a good experiment actually, having a wine specialist in here too. Not that Eric's a wine specialist; he just loves his red wine, which makes him a specialist.
The wine savant.
Yeah,
a savant.
not a servant, but a savant. Okay, here I'm gonna break some more chocolate. Just give you an idea of the quality of the decibel level of this chocolate. Did you hear that? It didn't snap. It just had that. Wow! It just. Ooh. Okay.
All right. Snap it a little quicker. Here we go.
Yeah. Okay. These guys are getting real hooked on
This is a real treat coming here on to the bunker every.
Oh yeah. And this is from the person that doesn't really like the chocolate. So, give me another one. Give me another one. Okay. Now what the heck is this? Oh, hang on. That's a cherry. This is the sour cherry and chili. Bit of spice coming through. No,
I'm not getting too much spice.
Oh,
It is really good.
that cherry. You know what? That's
Oh yeah, now I can get the spice.
Yeah.
The aftertaste.
yeah.
Yeah. Oh yeah.
Oh.
I got to get the black beer now.
Oh, go into the mic.
Ooh, I can taste the chili.
Did you have some black beer with that?
Oh no, I haven't.
Okay,
had
wash it
black
down
beer.
with some black beer.
Yeah, and then
Maybe she needs another piece.
Okay, now try that. Does the beer
oh, and maybe I'll taste it. But I was amazed at how that chili. You bite into that chocolate, and then the chili.
Yeah, about 30 seconds later, it
Yeah.
kicks
That's
in.
right, and it just so powerful.
It just
that
pops. It pops in your mouth.
But after you have the beer, the chili is still there because you kind of on
Yeah.
your mouth. What's happening? You got this layer, and then the beer kind of sits on top of it, but you still got this cool. What's happening with the red wine, Eric?
So with the wine, this specific chocolate goes excellent with the wine because the wine actually wakens up the chili and the other ingredient. What you said it was?
Sorry, it's chili and cherry.
The cherry.
Yeah.
Both of them go excellent together with the wine. No doubt.
So a nice fruity wine would be awesome with this.
For sure.
You know, and we're talking dry fruity wine, or maybe a wine that it's got a little bit of oak in it, a little bit like smoky wine might go well with the cherry, but because the chili would just cuts through that.
Oh, and the aftertaste with the beer and the taste of the chocolate in your mouth is even better.
Wow. So yeah, we're getting warmed up here, kids. Okay, and now we're going for the
Awesome.
next one.
Ooh, there it is.
Oh, damn, we got chocolate
man.
all over the floor. Sorry.
That's a sin.
Cockroaches are going to have a party tonight, I tell you. Okay. All right, beautiful.
Oh, and here comes.
She could hear the chocolate breaking. We're doing great. Do you want some chocolate? Oh, she's like coughed her voice right out of her body.
Another black beer for me, please. Bob, you need another one?
Not yet, not yet. Give me 20 minutes. It's the bacon one. Oh, the bacon. Okay,
Oh, yeah.
the bacon,
Okay, now,
the bacon.
This is what I've been waiting for. Bacon and chocolate. Holy smokes.
Oh my god. I'd forgotten how good this is. Now you got to remember, I've had the bacon chocolate like a week ago. Holy cow, I love this. Wow.
Oh yeah.
The breakfast of champions.
Oh yeah.
Oh. See, I can see the Canadian Olympic team
You know,
sponsoring this.
on the
Out there making
weekend,
all the other teams jealous.
on the weekend we make eggs Benedict and pancakes and sometimes French toast. But I think this takes the cake. Bacon chocolate.
It takes the beer.
Wow.
Now with the wine it's kind of weird, but with the beer, how many people have woken up on the Sunday morning? We're talking Canadians here. Woken up, you do the bacon thing, and then you have the pancakes with the syrup, and then you get the syrup all over
I don't
the
know.
bacon.
I don't know about you, but I use like
and then you have your
real,
black beer
real
Sunday morning, 10
maple
o'clock.
syrup. Real.
Oh
maple
yeah,
syrup.
because you can use it for fasting. Oh my goodness, wow, that is unbelievable, unbelievable. Really,
It is.
And,
No.
okay, let's read that labeling.
I mean,
because I mean,
you're
it's just
freaking out, but you know what? I want another piece.
I know. It's who wants another piece of bacon?
That was really unique. Good stuff.
Yeah, I'm.
Like this is. Oh yeah, you give me this little teeny piece.
Oh. Wow. Okay, now it's more than just bacon, because it's got maple syrup in there that's been caramelized, so it's a full breakfast.
It is.
I mean,
The
you
breakfast of
have
champions.
this chocolate bar. You can go to work. You're good for 3 or 4 hours before you
got
go
your
for your lunch
protein.
chocolate.
You got your
Oh wow,
dark chocolate.
this is sick.
Great. And you know, with the black beer, it goes great.
Yeah.
So I think
Oh, I got so excited, I forgot to drink the beer. Hang on, which is shocking for me.
Because with the wine, it doesn't go so well.
Yeah, because bacon and wine.
Yeah, exactly.
Maybe a white wine. Champagne.
maybe a. How about a? How about a?
Try.
What about a rosé?
I think too sweet.
Too sweet for the rosé.
Yeah.
What about
I
what?
think something,
A dessert
white
wine.
What? Yeah, I was gonna say a dessert wine would be great.
Or
Still too sweet.
We'll have to ask Gary. We're gonna have to call him up, Gary Vaynerchuk, and he'll say, "You always pronounce. I heard your podcast, and you're always pronouncing my name wrong, just like Cliff.
Okay.
Cliff, when you call him up and say, hey, you know, I want
The
to
answer man
No,
did.
you always forget my name.
Yeah, exactly. The podcast answer man. So the reason I know how to pronounce, me and my terrible name pronouncing, the reason I know how to pronounce Gary Vaynerchuk's name is because that's how he introduces himself. Hi, I'm Gary Vaynerchuk. At the beginning of every word. I mean, the guy's
It's true.
brilliant.
Yeah.
Chuck, exactly. And I think I got to do that.
All right,
It's
so,
like
um,
b.
Before we
Oh.
wrap up the beer pairing. dark
Okay, no.
chocolate thing, Can I
there's-
have one more piece?
No, there was
do you mean
two.
no? Just one
there's
more
two.
little
No,
piece?
you can have. We got 2 more samplers, and she calls these puddles chocolate puddles, and they're basically a glob of chocolate, and then she throws something on it, and bring over these. Now we got strawberries, and these are like fresh strawberries that she's cut in half and put on. So we're gonna do one of those because I haven't tried it with the black beer. Oh my goodness! Now, just strawberry. Yeah, go for it. I mean, good. It's like an orgasm.
I'm in
It's
sugar
amazing.
rush right now.
Wow.
That is like so much strawberry, man. Oh my goodness, it's crazy.
Unbelievable.
Okay, sorry, I forgot to get my beer. Kind of weird with beer.
Well, the chocolate part is good with the beer, but the,
This
the
would be-
strawberry.
This would be great with sex. Sorry, but I mean, really, don't you think so?
Well,
I mean, not to have, to say, hey, here's these great chocolates, let's have sex. Just like, you've had sex, you're sweating, it's like, oh, that was amazing. So, no, try these. Oh, yeah, that goes so well with it. Yeah. If you're interested, here's my email. No, just kidding. Okay, and then we got another one, and this is actually my favorite of the night because it's such a weird combo. Tell me what's in there, Andrew. No, don't look at it. Just put it in your mouth and chew it up. Oh, man. I know Italians that would die for this piece.
Oh, yeah.
Okay, so what is it?
Well, I already know.
Chocolate and?
and basil
And
and a blueberry.
basil and blueberry. Is that not insane? You say, what are you talking about? So this is what this whole place is about.
Oh yeah,
You
it's
know,
crazy.
This woman will mix anything with anything. And really, that, going all the way back to what we were talking about, what does this have to do with social media? This is authentic content that people are really interested in. I mean, you listen to this and you say, oh my goodness, you know, I had an O. Henry bar, stuff like that. Huh. That isn't chocolate. That's just fake stuff. This is the real thing. And that's what you got to use as your content. Find something you're passionate about and let people know, because it is a treat. Just like great chocolate with weird combinations is a wonderful treat with a beer, even by itself. That is what great social media content's all about. It's treats for people. So you on your Facebook, check out this link. It's a treat. You know, when was the last time you went on Facebook in the morning and said, oh, check out this, will make you smile, and you watch it and you actually smile, which is what happened to me this morning. A buddy of mine posted a piece from, not the Ed Sullivan Show, from, you might have seen it actually, I sent it out. Who's that crooner from Vegas back in the 50s and 60s? You know, big guy, did a bunch of movie stuff, very, very, very famous.
I don't know.
Oh, come on, guys, test. You know,
The 50s.
yeah, 40s, 50s, 60s, 70s, 80s, 90s, he's still doing stuff. Oh, God. Yeah, Frank Sinatra. He had a TV show.
Oh, Frank Sinatra?
Yeah, Frank Sinatra.
Of course.
He's a crooner, right? But anyways, he had a TV show, and it was this great comic guy that does this thing on a diving board. Tell you what, I'll post it again onto the Bunker Project because it's well worth watching. It's hilarious. And that's what I got this morning, and it was wonderful. And the type of post that was on that was like, thanks for the morning smile. Authentic content is what it's all about.
Let's talk a little bit about the Facebook page, because Bob, I don't know.
Oh, yeah. Have you visited it recently?
Bob did something to the page.
200 by 600 pixel. That's all you need to know.
Yeah. And
That's the difference between a Facebook page and a fan page. And it's
Yes.
worth getting a fan page just to be doing the 200 by 600 pixel intro
so Bob
graphic.
put up this new graphic, and it is sweet. And, you know, I've been to a lot of fan pages, and I haven't seen anybody else doing this. Well, not very many people, I don't think, know about it. So why don't you talk about a little bit about that?
Okay, well, I have to give it credit to a blog post I saw about, 5 ways or 10 ways to make your fan page amazing. And the first thing is, did you know that if you make a 200 by 600 pixel vertical graphic, it has to be exactly that, not a pixel more or not a pixel less. Facebook will put it in, boom, and this huge vertical where your picture is, and it looks awesome. So what I did is I did the Bunker Project, and I made this nice chocolate brown in the back. But then there's this amazing app. What's the app called? But anyways, if you have an iPhone, it's the literal beer, and you can, and there's a picture on the iPhone that looks like a beer. It looks like you're drinking a beer.
So it was a light beer, but Bob used Photoshop to make it.
Yeah, I
into
made
a
it dark, of
beer,
course.
because we're all about the black beers here.
beer, yeah.
But yeah, it's a great way
So
to
go there. Oh, and by the
make
way,
your Facebook fan page look a lot more professional.
well, or interesting more than anything else, or unusual. So that would be one reason.
My brother
get a fan
actually,
page.
my brother actually noticed it, and I was over on the weekend,
Really?
and he said, "Hey, I love the Bunker fan page with the new
Cool.
the new iPhone beer."
There you go. See. So now everybody's gonna. And the other thing I want you to do, everybody out there, and I know there's at least one of you, go on there, check it out. If you like it, blast out all your friends. Say, hey, go to this website and give us a thumbs up, which is a like. What do they call it now in Facebook? They keep changing. Yeah, like us, because if we can get to it's 100, 200,
Oh, yeah.
something like that,
We
then we can
need,
do some cool stuff. We can get a Earl. What's it called? A
Well,
vanity Earl.
basically, the limit for fan pages. Basically, if you have a profile on Facebook, you can get a vanity URL. So mine is facebook.com/Andrew McGivern. And I think you're facebook.com/Bob Garlic.
Well, Bob Garlic, because there's just not enough Bob Garlics in the world. So
There you go.
I'm
And,
just lucky. But if you were
but you
John
can't do
Doe,
that.
it would be different.
You can't do that on a fan page. So we're at like
33.
34, 35 or something like that now.
What's going on here, guys?
So we need to do a campaign of people fanning the Bunker Project so we can get our vanity URL. We want facebook.com/Bunker Project before the other Bunker Projects out there steal it.
Hey, I just had a crazy idea. You know those guys in Australia that haven't sent us the beer yet?
Mm-hmm.
Guys, send me your addresses, and I am... Oh, man, the black beer just keeps on coming. Sorry, guys. It's okay, man.
Usually we can hear her when she comes in, but right now she's got a...
She's just... Actually, she's just sexier because she's got that... You know what I'm saying? I gave her a piece, yeah.
Oh, she had a lot of chocolate before the show.
Oh, yeah. Oh, she was in here big time. Oh,
She kept coming back in. Can I have another piece? Can I have another piece? Can I have another piece? And now she came in, and when Bob said, "Well, do you want another piece?" and she's like, "My stomach, I don't know."
I know. I was giving her because she was coughing. I was giving her cough drops as well, so she's well stoked up. I'm gonna give our cameraman a camera because we got a bad habit of not taking pictures during the show.
Okay, so let's move on to. So we talked about the Facebook page, and we now we're going to talk about Hootsuite and the various.
Well, do we have time? We're like at 46 minutes already.
Yeah, but some of it's going to be edited out.
Is it?
Yeah.
Oh.
Yep.
Oh. Okay.
We've got some time because there is a little bit of editing that needs to happen.
Yeah, but it's not that much edit.
No.
Maybe 4 or 5 minutes. Not
Yeah.
15, 20 minutes.
No.
Okay.
Oh, yeah, but I forgot about the 15-minute interview.
Yeah, we're in an hour, man.
All right. So what we're going to do is at the beginning of the show,
next
we
week.
talking about Hootsuite and the alternatives to Hootsuite and what's going on with getting your content out there.
We just bump it.
We're going to put that into the next show.
Yeah, exactly. And if you don't like it, use Hootsuite to complain.
Exactly. All right. So I think that's a wrap, and we'll talk to you. We'll see you again next week. Call us at 1-877-636-1474. That is a Talk to Me phone number, 1-800 number. We're going to talk about Talk to Me in the next episode.
Yeah.
And we will see you on the flip side.
All right. Well, and I'm just going to say thank you very much to the Shoshalat to making this site. It was only going to be a small section. Basically, totally took over the last section of the show.
It
but, you know,
dominated the show.
It's that important.
Chocolate is very important.
Well, no, it's not. It's about great
Passion.
Content,
Passion,
have something
authenticity.
you love, and you can do 200 shows, 300 shows, 400 shows, and that's what it is. You're going to do podcasts. You're not going to do 5 podcasts, and I tell you, iTunes is full of people that say, "Oh yeah, I'm going to do a podcast," and then not really do a podcast what they're passionate about.
Yeah, it's like what you said when I said, "Hey, let's use Pod Producer to get in all these segments live," and you said, "Hey, we've got 300, 400 episodes to do. We can wait a couple episodes."
Yeah, exactly.
And,
sorry, guys.
We shall see you again next week.
Excellent. Thanks for listening.